Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy and I wanted to update you guys on the overall markets because I made a video the other day called Trading 101, Make Money Using This Indicator. And in this video, I talked about the volatility index, aka the VIX, and how important the VIX is to determine some price action. And so in that video, I went over some real life examples where you guys could have made some money real quick if you use the VIX. And so I want to go over that right now. So when I made that video, the VIX was trading right here. And so in that video, I basically said there's more risk to the upside than to the downside on the VIX. And so when there's more upside for the VIX, that means there's going to be a lot more downside for the markets. So remember, the VIX works inverse of the stock market. And so when you see the VIX going up like this, that is going to tell you that the market is bloody red. And that's exactly what happened. And so if you just kind of look at the history of this chart here on our hourly time frame, we rarely break down support. If we do break down support, we claw our way right back up. And so this is the furthest we went down in recent history. And so we did expect to see more upside on the VIX, which would let us know to buy some put options in the market. And so that's exactly what we've seen. We saw extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary upside pressure here for the VIX. You could see on our hourly, our MACD is now positive. And so you could just see with the price action here, we exploded past this level of resistance. And so we could get a back test tomorrow, which would be a nice little green day for the market. But I do expect to see the VIX get a back test of this 50 SMA. And so that basically lets me know that there's going to be more downside than upside in the coming weeks. We may see some green days in there, but I think we will see a majority of red. And so once we get that back test of this green and we see how the price reacts at these levels of resistance, it's going to give us a better indication of where the market wants to go. And so just in advance, if we end up breaking past all three of these lines of resistance, that would be a very bearish sign for the markets, and that would be extremely bullish for the VIX. And so if we do break these three levels, then we have resistance all the way up here at 37, and we do expect at one point that the VIX will get there. And if the VIX gets to that point, we're going to see a lot of red days in the markets. And so be very careful here with your investments and your trades. And the reason why I love looking at stock charts, because regardless of the news, there could be good news, there could be bad news. All of the news is all going to be put into these charts. I don't have to read a single article about anything, about bond yields, about what Powell is talking about, what's happening in China, the Fed, any of that. Yes, obviously it's important to read those things, which you do because you are interested in the topic, but all of that information gets tied up and you see it in the charts. And so when you look at all of this stuff, everything just kind of connects together. So when you're seeing the yields rise or you're hearing some talks in China about certain things, it all makes sense when you look at the chart. And so that is why I love looking at charts, because it's very objective. It gives you very objective information. And so this information is very valuable because it can make you a lot of money, or if you don't pay attention to it, you can lose a lot of money. And so that is why I really highly recommend everybody look at the VIX. And so if we look at our MACD here on the daily time frame, it does look like we are starting to potentially curl up a little bit. We may get a crossover here in the next couple sessions, and that could lead to more upside on the VIX, therefore more downside for the market. And so with this type of video, I just want to give you guys some information, some different perspective about your investments. I wish all of you the best of luck on all of your trades and your investments. I hope all of you make all the money in the world, but just be careful because a lot of the signals are letting us know that there's going to be a lot of volatility. And if you can't stomach volatility, then it's not going to be pretty. And so if you guys enjoyed this quick little update on the VIX, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs. So if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.